I mean, our drinking got to the point to where, you know, blackouts were regular. This kid that I got real close to, him and I had like just this off and on again thing. Like when we were sober, we were best friends. Like we were right on the same page. And then when we were drinking, it was like I didn't like violence, so he was always pushing that button, trying to get me to fight him. And but at the same time, like he was really comfortable around women. He was really good with women. He was really good with other people. He's very outgoing, very gregarious, good-looking dude. And I just became obsessed with wanting like what this guy had. And what I started hearing in the background though was that like while he was good with women, he was very aggressive with women. He was very pushy. He'd get drunk and he wouldn't hear no. And that started to become the story that we were hearing. And we confronted him a few times and he denied it. You know, when it's your best friend and you're a bunch of little scumbag kids, like it's easy to just like, okay, we believe you. And we were at a party and someone that I knew that I was really close with, you know, I either overheard or she said it directly. I can't remember. It's pretty foggy. The whole night's pretty foggy.
Yeah.
We were at a birthday party and she said something along the lines of, it's okay, he was drunk. And I didn't have any more context. Maybe I did, and I don't remember it, but that's all I needed. And I was like, okay, cool. It's over. It's go time. So I waited till he wasn't paying attention, and I stabbed him. I decided I was gonna just end things. I was gonna take his place. My brain was so fucked up at that moment. Like there's stories where I was like pacing in front of him, and I was like talking to myself, and I just was like muttering, and I was talking to different voices, and like just completely on a whole other level. And I remember briefly thinking, if I do this, if I kill this guy, then I can just take over and everything will be fine. Like in my brain, I thought that if I did that, then then I wouldn't have any repercussions to face somehow. Like it was so easy to convince
myself. That's like mafia rules. Like you kill the boss and you become the boss.
Yeah, or schizophrenic shit. Like I don't know, man. It was it was obviously not sane. It was obviously not normal.
Well, I mean, you were drinking hard every single day. Your brain wouldn't be right.
Lots of LSD, but despite all that, like I wasn't doing anything to fix any of the issues that were swirling around inside my head. Yeah. And so that culminated into me doing a lot of harm to somebody. And you know, I stabbed him. And
where did you stab him?
I stabbed him in the throat.
Okay.
I stabbed him a couple times from what it sounds like. And this is all blackout fog. And I mean, I've talked about this with other people, and they're like, you're kind of cold about how you tell this story. It's like, well,
no, I don't think so.
To me, it's a story. Like, I have never had that emotion. My emotional connection is to the damage that came after, not to that event, because I wasn't there for it, essentially. Yeah. And then, so, I mean, I was so out of it that when I have, like, these little snippets, right, that I do remember, little brief windows, and I was upstairs in the bathroom. I had my hand under the sink, and there's somebody like washing my knuckles because I had cut my hand somehow. And I remember looking out into the open bathroom, and one of my friends was walking by and she was crying, and I just remember looking at her and going, why are you crying? And she's like, you just tried to kill my best friend, you fucking asshole. And I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about? And I remember feeling that confusion. Like, I remember just feeling completely lost in the situation, like not knowing why I was there, not knowing why my hand was cut, not knowing why this person was mad at me.
Just disassociating.
Completely like it wasn't even me. And, you know, I remember being like getting my blood drawn for the alcohol levels, and they wanted to take toxicity. And then I remember being in the detective's office. And the first time I was in there, I remember this conversation we're having. Like, they're asking me all these questions, and I don't really know why I'm there. I can't, like, place why I'm there. They asked me questions about the kid, and I remember answering the questions and being really confused by why they were asking me. I was like, why are you asking me so many questions about him? Is he okay? And they're like, what do you mean, is he okay? You stabbed him. And I was like, I fucking did not. I was incensed. I was like, there's no way that I did that. And I got super mad and like started throwing shit around and kicking stuff, and they had to take me out of there. And then they did this a couple times, and it wasn't until like the third time that I was in there that I knew why I was there, and stuff was finally starting to get a little clear.